Okay. All right. Welcome. Welcome, my peeps. Dillian mode here. Your boy, man. What's up? What's up, everyone? Hi. Another live video this week for you guys. Today I'm gonna be showing you some reggaeton beats that I made this week. But before that, I just want to say hey. Remember to hit that bell button and subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, which I am pretty sure you're not. And remember to hit that bell button so that you know when I'm going live every week. And just like and share this with your friends if you guys love live streamers like me, and you just put this live stream in the background and keep doing your stuff, but you might learn something from this. All right, so it's all good. Just saying hi. We're here live on YouTube, and we're also live on Instagram. If you're watching me on Instagram, go down to YouTube and comment there. Watch the whole stream there because it's more detailed, and I can see the chat. So that's what I'm going to look for here on my phone. I think everything is running smoothly for now. Let me just check. Let me just make sure. Yep, here we are. Let me just make sure. Yep, you guys can hear me. Here we are. That's good. You guys can hear me. That's all that matters. I'm gonna put the stream right here. Hey, to everyone. Hi to everyone who's coming into the stream now. I appreciate everyone who come out here. All right, let me drink a little water before we begin. So I don't know how long this stream is gonna be today, but let me just put this music on also in the background. I don't know how long is this stream gonna be today. The Real Divinity say, hey, what's good, what's up, my man, what's up, bro? Good to have you here like always. So what I decided to do today for you guys is just to show you kind of the things that I've been working on lately. And for those of you who saw my latest stream about music for infomercials, some bad news. I did not get that track accepted. It wasn't really meeting the requirements of what they needed. So yeah, that happened, but I'm gonna be making another track in the next weeks for that brief, and obviously we're going to talk about it here or maybe even make it live. All right, so before I show you guys my DAW and what I did with this reggaeton beats, I never do reggaeton. Like I'm a metalhead rocker, like by heart. That's the music that I make for myself. But obviously I make music for sync libraries, and so making music for sync libraries is defined by trying to make the productions that they need in their visuals. So one of the libraries that I have a contract with, I was sending them out. I sent them a sampler of a kind of a sports album that I made with Phil. I think you guys heard the album or saw me making some of those beats here live. And so this library, I showed them the album. I pitched it to them, and they were like, "Hey, Dillian, we're not really looking for that type of music right now, but if you have any reggaeton on hand, then we would love to take a listen to that." And I was like, okay, so they're giving me, a guideline to kind of the music that they need. And because there's not much other work for other briefs, I was like, I was gonna make it my, trying to make myself do these beats so that I can showcase it to them, to this library. And so that's kind of what I worked on this past week. I watched a couple of videos, saw a couple of tutorials, downloaded a few packs and also used packs that I've used in the past to make reggaeton beats. So yeah, reggaeton beats for sync licensing. I mean, they use them for like party visuals or something like that, feel good stuff, but they can also use them for sports. And I heard that they can even use them for some dramatic cues and stuff like that. So it's not easy to make music for sync libraries because there's not going to be any vocals on it right now, and so sometimes with the vocals it's easier to have like a structure, intro, verse, and then pre-chorus and stuff like that. But for me personally, I am an instrumental kind of composer, so I do instrumental cues. So what I'm gonna showcase today are some of the beats. I worked on 3 beats. I'm planning to do 2 more. I'm gonna showcase you guys the 3 beats that I made for the music library, which I'm going to pitch it to them. And I'm gonna walk you through the sounds and how I did them. And I would love for you guys to comment on all the beats. Let me know if they are sync library valuable. Like, just let me know if you think that it could be placed in a TV show or an ad or anything like that. All right. So that's kind of part of what we're gonna be doing today. Let's go down to the DAW then, and let me just minimize some stuff here. I don't know if there's anybody talking on Instagram, but if there is, hi to anybody who's on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube so we can chat. All right. So we're already 6 minutes into this. Let's start off by going into our DAW. And let me go to the last one that I was working on. And then we'll go from there. And boom, here we are. I hope you guys can see it. Let me make sure that you guys are watching this screen right now. Yep. All right. I'm going to play the beat and then I'll walk you through it. And right now I'm going to be silent. So Real Divinity, if you're listening, if anybody is listening, just comment. Let me know what you guys think of this beat, if it's syncable. All right, let's go. That first one could be more something to showcase a car in a commercial or a new invention or something, or it could definitely be a song that is used for a movie. Oh, thanks, Divinity, coming through, bro. Thank you so much. That's a great feedback. It could be like a car commercial, yeah. It could definitely be a song for real. It has the structure for a song. So there's something that I thought about changing here, and was putting this snare here, like after this part here. And then come in with that other snare, just but also layering it. Let's see how. Yeah, just like only the snare to give it a different, just to give it like a different kind of feel and sound, you know. And I'm going to put this part here. Yep. As a matter of fact, I might even do this. Yeah. So yeah, Divinity says it could be a car commercial. Yeah, for sure. Anything that you would do differently to this beat, brother, please let me know. So that's the beat, guys. Let's talk a little bit about it. These are the chords, G minor, and then there's this kind of D minor kind of thing, but it's really like a B flat. It's kind of like a B flat, really. But yeah, it was supposed to be G minor, then that B flat, and then the D minor, and then the F. But this F is really weird here. Maybe this one is the B flat right here. So it goes to F and then B flat, and this would be the D minor. And there's also this D right here. So let me play this solo. This is just an ARP that I found from Serum 2. So I've been using Serum 2 a lot lately because it's a new plugin, and I found this one is just like a stock thing, a stock preset, Opus Arpeggio. So that's the arpeggio, and that's the preset that I found. So cool, this little, you know, programming and stuff. And so those chords play throughout the whole beat, right? And then I did this little pattern here, kind of arpeggiated also, just to reinforce those arpeggios at the beginning. And this one is the SY Butter Smooth Poly. So I found this guy on YouTube, Veguzi. I think he's also a Puerto Rican, and he was making reggaeton type beats, and I was just looking at his videos, and his latest videos was using Serum 2, and I saw that he was using at least this preset he was using on one of his beats. And I was like, hey, I'm going to use it too because it sounds great. And so this is what it sounds like. Let me mute the other one. That's the pattern. It's the same chords. Kind of the same chords, you know. This one I will quantize in 1/16 actually. So yeah. And I think it was really fun to make this pattern, even though it took me a while. But I just wanted to reinforce those arpeggios. Oh man, I'm sleepy. Anyways, another thing that I added to this part of the intro, I'm gonna take this up over here, is this Vox sample that I found from one of my sample packs. You know, it's a one shot. This is how it does. So I added a lot of reverb and delay to this. And let me play it alone. Sounds like this. See? And now everything together for the intro. So next part is just these instruments, the first two instruments, and then I come in with a Reese bass, and then another instrument from Heat Up here, from the Fuego expansion pack, is a synth called Awake. Right here, let me play it for you. That's how it sounds, the Awake preset. And so what I wanted to was give it a little bit more rhythm and variance, variety, I guess, when you're coming into the the first part of the hook or verse. That's the pattern right here. Right? And then I also added this this effect right here. Hear it. It's just like a little vocal going or something like really scary. And just to give it like interesting little impacts and sounds and textures, you know, just interesting stuff right here. And now we're going into the verse. I'm gonna play the whole thing until before the real loud hook. All right, so here when it enters the verse, or I guess like the first part of the hook, I keep the normal chords. I keep those, but then I introduce a couple different sounds. So one of the sounds is this one, BR tight and punchy. I think it's like a brass kind of instrument. It's called Tight and Punchy from Serum. And this is what it's doing. It has a lot of delay. I'm just gonna lower it a little bit. Is the pattern right here? See the pattern right here? If you guys wanna memorize it. Yeah, very easy, just like two notes, don't, right? So after that, I also added this little synth from Zebra LED. Just this one is just making little noises and just filling that gap, I guess. It kind of sounds weird, but when you hear it in context, it makes sense. And I just like that in reggaeton there are those like small little sounds, synth sounds that just give you some rhythm so that you can like move your head around. Yeah. Obviously, on this part, I added another different bass. This one is from from Presence. It's called the prog bass. This one is a stock plugin from Studio One. This one is just hitting the notes where the root note of the chords. So as you can see, it was A flat on that second chord. So the bass probably just practically follows the kick drum, and it just does this. Yeah, kind of that. And it goes with the kick drum and the snare, which is just, I got him from MIDI Latino's reggaeton drum kit. I mean, reggaeton always has kind of the same rhythm, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, you know. And so it's just the kick on the 4 right there. This kick is actually a loop that I got from some samples that I have, you know. You know, the kick has its own little percussion sounds, you know. And then I added this snare. Yeah. And then this crash down here. Let's play everything in context. Alright, so this second part of this verse right here, before coming into the big hook over here, I added a couple of another sound, which is just a perk. Just going, and this is what the perk is gonna do. But I also added this perk loop up here and this perk loop down here on green, just to give it, I guess, variety, a little a different kind of thing. That's all on what I was looking for here. So and now we're going into the hook where everything comes together. Then that little breakdown, you know. So we got kind of the A, then the A plus section, then the B section right here with where the hook comes in right here. And then we got kind of like the A plus section again, the A section with the A plus, and then just the B section to finish it off. There's no really C section in this beat. What I did in the hook, I added this. I added that Vox sample from the beginning. I added it here. It's here on green, as you can see right here. And I also took that heat up patch, that brassy synth, and I took it up an octave just to give it more energy. And then I left everything playing the same. The chords, I left the little arpeggiated part. I left the serum part, also this one, the BR tight and punchy. But then with the zebra led little synth that does those little sounds, what I did is just I sparsed them. So I just played them in this part right here. So you can take a listen right here. It comes in now. You see, just giving it like a little, I don't know, ear candy, I would say. And you can always keep adding like these reverses. I have these reverses here. Yeah, like reverse crashes and stuff like that, risers. You can always keep adding risers throughout the whole beat. That was a little edit point there. Just a little sample that I found from one of my sample packs, I guess. And then everything is the same. And then just a little edit point here before the ending. Then we get to the finale. I forgot to add this to the finale. Forgot to add this to the finale. And then that's the stinger. So that would be the end of the beat, you know, guys. So yeah, I think that that's the end of the explanation for this beat. I still have not named it and still have not mixed it yet. So obviously I have to mix it before I put it on my sampler to give out to this music library in hopes that they will listen to it and they will like it. If not, it's still there, you know, for different artists and stuff like that. So that's okay. Let's move on to the next beat. Let's close here. And let me show you the first beat that I made for this brief, which is not really a brief, I know. But if a music library asks you like, hey, if you got any reggaeton on hand, we would love to hear that. You know, you make the decision whether you want to make it or not, even if that's not your specialty. In this case, like, I guess the more I work, the more different things that I make, the more opportunities that I may have. You know, maybe I already did the hip hop thing, but now if I make this reggaeton type of sampler, maybe I get new opportunities. So it's really a maybe kind of game, but you know, I like to take my chances, and you got to put yourself out there if you want to have opportunities. That's it. You know, maybe you'll be like, no, this is not my specialty, I'm not gonna do it, and you can limit yourself to that, and that's okay. But yeah, I mean, do what you got to do to get that money and to get those opportunities. All right. This is the second one. Now, one of the references that they sent me for reggaeton was Bad Bunny's Nueva York. I don't know if you guys heard that song. It's the first song of his latest album, and it's like it's dembow. It's like another kind of subgenre under reggaeton. It's called dembow, and that song is a very good representation of what dembow is. And I kind of like that rhythm, and I've done dembow before, so I said, hey, why not just try it again and see what comes out. So this one is inspired by dembow. And so this is how it sounds like. This is the second beat, all right? As I said, if you're on the stream right now, let me know what you guys think of this beat and tell me if it's syncable, what kind of video or media do you hear this beat over, and just help me out so that I can make more, so I can have an idea of what to do, I guess, or at least context. All right, let's play the beat. That is my dembo beat. I kind of want to hear to it again. I think I will change some of these sounds maybe. Kind of want to change this kick though, so we're gonna make a little change here while we're doing this, and then and then you can hate me if you want. Let's try this one. And this serum, I wonder if I can take out the... I like it like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have an EQ here. Like that. I like it more. Yeah. 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 You know what I'm thinking? Maybe it could even be faster. Let's see something. Let's put it like 1.8 or something. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna lower it to 103. Leave it there. Let's see here. All right. As you can see by hearing the beat, it has different sections. There would be like a C section coming up right here. We gotta add some stuff here. So yeah, as you can see, this one's kind of a dembo kind of thing. I went with the bass going boom, 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 boom. You know, it kind of sounds Latin, you know. And just right there, the kick on the four, boom, boom, da boom, da boom, da boom. So yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to do. Maybe we can change this perk a little bit. I kind of want to change this perk. Let me find a better sounding perk. Like let me see this one. This is called agresivo. The one I have is this one. Let's see this one. I kind of like it. Let's see, but let's hear more. I don't know. They all sound cool. Let's see this one. No, not really. See this one. I don't know. I kind of don't like it, man. I think I'm gonna go with what the one that I had. Was it duro? I don't remember. Or was it this one? Alright, now we're going to that other snare. Yeah, I'll leave it like that for now. I think it sounds cool. But yeah, let's talk about the sounds now. Let's go over the melodic sounds. First, I made this from Massive. Massive X has really cool presets now. And I love their new, it's called Pluck. And I love how it just looks. Let's see if I can go back to what's going on here with this? Alright, it doesn't let me go to like I just wanted to see their right here, right there. This looks cool. It looks cool. This is like their new interface. But yeah, I use pluck, and I made this pattern. Let's play it alone. So that's it for that. That's the pattern right there. If you guys wanna you know, I guess if you guys wanna memorize it, screenshot it, whatever. And after that, for the intro, it's just all percussion stuff, you know. These I found from MIDI Latino and from other different sample packs. You know, just I get creative with these things. You know, I cut them out. I just look for the parts that I really like. So after that, the drums are just kick and these snares. All of them are from different packs. I decided to, let me just play the kick. I have this kick, and then I have this kick. This kick is doing something. Something's happening with this kick. I don't want much of the low end of that but I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Right. And so both of them together sound like this. So I have one that has kind of that transient sound, and the other one kind of has that boom, boomy sound. Then I have this snare that you guys saw me right now changing. And then when the hook hits, I have this other snare coming in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna put wave. I'm gonna go to one shot so that it plays the whole one. That is the other snare that I have, which is really reggaeton-y. It's not much dembo-ish, but I kind of like it for this beat. So all of them sound like this. And then I got all these percussion going on. There's like 3 percussion going on here. You can find these perks in Splice or different sample packs, right? Perk loops are completely usable. You know, in sync licensing, the little iffy part is using like sounds that are melodic or melodic loops and stuff like that. They frown upon that because they don't want to have copyright issues. So, but percussion loops are totally usable because you could have made that percussion loop, you know, and they're already made for you. As long as they are from a royalty-free pack, then you can use them. Then I have this sound from MIDI Latino, this little perk. Yeah. That's all the percussion that I'm using for this beat, and also this cymbal that I didn't play for you guys. That's pretty cool too. I'm gonna play the loops one by one, like alone, so that you guys have context of what they're doing. Cause sometimes you're like, okay, I can use a billion perk loops, sound cool because there's so many rhythms going on. But how do we actually use the ones that we need? What is the thought process of picking out these perk loops and doing them like on your own arrangement? So this is the first one. So what I like about this one, which is in my left ear only, it's just like hi-hats. It's like a top loop kind of, right? And then I have this one. This one I have in the middle, and this one is like a shaker. So I really like the shakers to give it more bounce and rhythm. And then this one, it has that clap, and it also has like little top kind of sounds with a shaker and stuff like that. So, and it was very sparse. Like this one will go and then hit that one. Contrary to this one. Oh, actually, I wanted to put this one to the right. So contrary to this one, which sounds like hi-hats, these sound more like perky stuff. So them two together, you can see like there's also some syncopation going on. And then let's put the next loop on, which is only the shaker, just giving it that accent for the shaker with rhythm. And then this perk I actually made, that little hit. So it's just like, just giving it even more rhythm and more perk in there, just having fun with it, you know. So that's it for that part of the perks. Then the bass is from Serum, from the normal Serum. Okay, this one is not from Serum 2. And And this one is called DSVDR Serum Bass Blender. It's from, I think it's from like a reggaeton kind of pack. And it sounds like this. That's the pattern. I play you the pattern for you guys. And then I like to switch it up. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the whole beat, you know, like the only different part is when I come in here that I just do this. You could go bam, 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 boom, bam. Let me see if I can make it. I can do it here. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do it for all of them. Let me see. Right here is. No, it's not there. It's bam. Bam, boom, bam, right here. And then here. Okay, let's see. So what I like also, like you see some of them are a little bit more stretched than others, and just giving it a different bounce also for the bass, and just to like have fun with it, guys. Like don't stress about it. I think these go here. Maybe we'll even erase this one. All right, I like that. Let's play it in context now. Alright, there we go again. So I already changed that. That was cool and all. But now let's go into these sounds. So this is another patch from Massive X. This one's called Spiz. I'm not really sure where I got this one from. I don't know if it's a pad or a key, but this is what it does. I'm gonna lower a little bit that delay. It just had that delay, and that's what it's doing. And then I have this one doing a layer over it, which is called, this one is called Noises in the Dark. Like I said, I think it's a synth, but let's see how this one sounds like this. This one has already its own little delay. See? But what I did was I layered them both. So this is how they sound, both of them. And one is to the left and one is to the right. So all right, so context now. Let's put this, let me mute this last part here. So this last sound that I put here on red, the one that you guys see in red, is a vocal sample that I chopped up. Not really sure where it's at right now, but yeah, it's a vocal sample. I sampled it, but what I did was I used the different pitches within the sample, within the just the keypad, you know. So this is what it sounds like. This is the pattern for you guys. I want to check if there's anybody on Instagram. So that's the pattern. But then as I go here things start to change. Here I these parts that are like grayed out, they're just muted. But I also have this vocal pattern going on here, and it's different than the first parts here. Hear it. See, it changes as it goes. So this part, we already, okay, so that's it for all the sounds, right? But the arrangement goes like the intro, then it comes to like this light hook with the vocals. It comes together completely with the vocals, except that first pattern, right? So it kind of goes from here. And actually, sometimes I like to have vocals on my intros. Right there. This is just like a light hook. Then this is the hook. This will be the hook, and now we're gonna be entering the B section. I take out all the instruments and just leave the bass with all the percussion, except the shaker, because I want the shaker to just give that chorus that rhythm, you know, that's the part that we all want to dance and we all want to move. Edit point coming up. This is the B plus section, I guess, or a C section, where I bring in the snare. So I also want to put the snare here. I'm sorry, there's something that I need to do here. There's something that I need to do here because, yeah, I had to do that because it's not doing it over here. And that is not cool beans, guys. That is not cool. And we want to make a good impression, right? We want everything to sound. Here I take out the kick and just leave the bass. Edit point. That's the big hook with the vocals and everything. And then that stinger right there at the end. And we can also like experiment with this a little bit and bring it back and have like, wait. Yeah, let's pick this too. Bring it back here so that we can have a nice edit point right here. Yeah, you could definitely do something there, or you could even just mute the whole thing. See, you could mute it, but I like that tail though. I like that tail. And we can even move this here. Let's see something. I don't know if I want it now like that, or I want to have a mute. I'll leave it like that for now. Here comes the end. Let me go over here to my camera for a second. That's it, guys. That's it. That is it. Like I said, it's kind of like a dembow kind of beat. I'm waiting for you guys to comment on it and let me know what you feel could be like a good video or visualizer for this type of beat. This one's already mixed and mastered and everything. Like it's pretty loud. Like I don't have it too loud on my headphones, but I definitely hear it over some party stuff and voiceover over it. Maybe they want to take out the vocals. Maybe they'll ask me to take out the vocals, or maybe they'll just use it for B-roll. You know, B-roll where they're showing some luxurious stuff or whatever, like people partying, people dancing. Yeah. So now I'm gonna close this one now, and I'm gonna show you the last beat, and that's all the time that I got for you guys. Let's see if the computer's not gonna crash on me right now. Please don't crash on me right now. All right. Please don't crash on me right now. Yeah, guys, like always, oh, the sample rate. Okay, don't worry. We'll change the sample rate of this one later on. But yeah, before I continue with this, if you guys are watching, please go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button so that you know when I'm going live. And I'm going live talking about music production all the time. If it's for sync library or if it's for vocals, like for an artist or whatever, subscribe to the channel and you can see all these tutorials. They are rough. Like this is the real deal. This is what you'll see in a classroom if you went to take classes like this. These are not short videos just showing you after the edits are done. Here we are raw. We're doing things as we go. We make mistakes. We pick the sounds that are not good. We make bad arrangements. We make wrong arrangement and wrong mixing. So we do this on real time, but we fix them on real time so that you guys can have a feel for that, because I know that many people will take hours or maybe even days to make a beat, and it doesn't have to be that difficult. You know, I for one am somebody that works for days on music production because I want them to be polished for when I showcase them. But it doesn't take me more than an hour or 2 hours to make the beat. All right. So this is the last reggaeton beat that I made for this sampler. I don't even remember what I did, but we're gonna play it. All right, so what's cool about this beat is that I actually added some brass with it to it so that it had like that impact. But this one is also very different from the other ones. I'm wondering how loud do I have these headphones. I don't think I have them very loud. Let me check something. Oh, it's not here. It's here on the Revelator. Oh yeah, it's pretty loud. But they don't sound so loud here. That's what's weird. Let's go over it again. Alright, so this one starts off with this sample that I don't even remember how I did it. This one. I made this pattern and then I changed it to audio, and now I don't remember what I did, but it sounds like that. And then this melody layer, I made it so that it sounded bigger, because it had that first sample sounds shiny, or like top end. This one sounds more mid. And it's just like accenting some notes. So obviously that sample goes up to here to like this B section right here. But yeah, at the beginning it's just perk loops as the same. This one is in 98 BPM. Then we got these brass tabs. They come from Contact, the analog brass library. I really like using it. Analog brass and winds is pretty cool. And what's going on here is just those brass, and then we got this bass. Where does this bass come from? This bass is from Serum 2, the DSBF, this shit boyfriend, or BF, DSBF bass synth walking. I think it's from a Reggaeton preset pack from Splice. Go down to Splice and find some presets there. There's even a new instrument going on, so you guys want to check that out. So let me open the bass here and play this pattern for you guys. Wait. Let me just mute this. So that's the bass, right? And then we got these two kicks. Let me go to the kicks only. So one is in the one and the other one is in the upbeat. Just to give it variety. Like one goes bang, boom, bang, boom. And then let's play with the bass. Right? And then we got these snares. And even sometimes, like this one is already made, I'm not gonna change it up unless, a good thing is that if they do like the track and they like the sampler, because it's a sampler, they might come back and say, hey, we want you to make a whole album with beats like this. Hey, we really like this reggaeton beat, but we would like for you to change the snare or layer the snare with a snappy one. And that could be arranged, you know, and it could be, you know, you get that revision, you make it, and you have more probability of your track getting placed. Yeah, right now I don't know if I want to change it. I got this top loop. And when you play everything in context, I'll lower a little bit. You can always play along with these notes and be like, and you could be like, let's see. You see? You can do stuff like that and sounds good. Like that now, and I want to change it for this one. All right, as you can see here, we use this sound, which was the one that I showed you right now. So this sound is from Vital. It's called TSP VDB Keys. I don't really remember where I got it from. Oh, sorry. But yeah, like, maybe it was from one of those patterns or whatever. From Splice. I get a lot of presets from Splice. But yeah, that's a Vital one. It sounds like this. You see? See, I love that preset actually. Pretty cool. How can I favor this one? Favorite. Right here. Oh, got it. Oh, here we go. This is where you pick all your presets and stuff. Vital is a pretty great VST for reggaeton and for electronic music as a whole. But right now I'm leaning into using Serum and Vital for making reggaeton beats. But Heat Up is one of my favorite VSTs because they have so much packs and they have everything very well organized on their instruments. But now Serum 2 has done the same thing. And so Serum 2 is getting pretty cool. So after this part, let me just play. All right, so now we're coming into this B section right here. Which has those instruments there, like those chords right here. Also another sound from Vital, Metaphorical Dreams, man. And this is the pattern right here, going on the upbeat. That's pretty cool. This one is in A minor and 98 BPM. I'm sorry, sometimes I get tongue twisted when I'm speaking English too fast. Also happens the same when I'm speaking Spanish, so it's not a language thing. It's a brain thing. All right, and then I have these tabs. They're from Anasynth. Brass tab heavy. That's what's it's called. This preset. It's called brass tab heavy. I have to enunciate and pronounce my words so I don't stutter. But yeah, that's tab effects. I don't know why I wanted that. I just saw in a video on a short that Anasynth had great brass sounds for reggaeton, and I was like, then I'm gonna use Anasynth too, brother. But I found this sound, and I just decided to put some delay on it, and the delay that I used was Cymatic Illusion just to give it like a different kind of texture and melody. See? It goes. Yeah. And when you play it in context, this house. See? Alright, now next part. We bring in the melody at the beginning, but the low one, you know, the mid one. Alright, in this C section, which is kind of the bridge, this is the C section where the bridge comes in. I also wanted to show you this kind of this sample here. It's from MIDI Latinos. It's just an effect that does this. I thought it would sound cool. I thought it would sound cool there. So I put it everywhere, all throughout the beat. But then when we come to the C section, I added this sound, these bells. It's called Mood from Vital. Just giving it like a different part, like a C section part. It goes like this. And then in context also, wait, before I give you the context, I also added this pad from, I think it's Cloud Supply. Yeah, Cloud Supply is one of my favorite contact libraries. And it does this. Let me just play it a solo. That's it. Super, even cinematic. So, and I took the kicks out. So I just left the snares with the top loops, the bass, and then I added those two sounds. And just this normal thing, the brass, this other stab effect, and also like a reverse crash coming into like a little edit point there. And then we bring in everything. Only thing I'm not bringing in is that Vital bell. I'm bringing in the pads here at the end, and I'm bringing in the little synth. Ding. And then just let it ring out, you know. Let me make this one a little longer until I hear. And that's it. This one is 120, what? 123, 125 long. Sometimes I like to make my beats be 2 minutes. But if I have no more inspiration, I just leave it there. And if they ask me again, like, hey, we like this track, maybe you can extend it to 2 minutes, then I would have to sit down again and play with the arrangement, play with the sounds. You know what I mean? But the thing is that the more time you dedicate to it, it's okay. But like if you extend too much, let me just change this. Let me just do something here because this is the last of our stream right now. All right, so what I'm trying to say is that obviously we all want to make a beat, or we want to make timeless music that people will listen and it will live with them forever, or people will listen and they will automatically jump and dance and they'll be like, yo, this music is amazing, I love it. You know, we all want to make music like that, right? But when it comes to production music, because you got to make so much music, and also you have to play with the publishers, so maybe the publishers will want to have revisions and stuff like that. So I try not to spend so much time on a track. Like maybe I'll come one day and I'll do the whole beat, and then I'll take another hour or 30 minutes to arrange it. But then I'll come back the next day and check it out and be like, okay, I feel like it's missing this. I feel like like changing this or whatever, right? And that same day I fix it and I start mixing it. And after I mix it, I finish that project and I start a new one. I start a new project where I'm just gonna lay down the foundations, the skeletons of the beat, lay down a nice simple arrangement, and then come back the next day and listen to the mix of the first beat and be like, okay, the mix sounds good. It sounds good on my speakers, sounds good on my headphones, sounds good on my car, you know? And then I will proceed to export it and put it in my catalog or put it on the sampler that I'm going to send. And what I do is I scratch that one and let's continue with the other beat that I had left. And I try not to overthink stuff, because like right now I opened this beat, I finished this beat last week, but now I decided to change some stuff up because to me it sounded better. So yeah, that's the good thing about just coming back to your beats and listening to them and just criticizing yourself from the outside, but don't spend too much time trying to change the whole thing. You saw that what I changed was a couple of notes, or I changed the arrangement, moved some effects here, moved some chords here, maybe change some of the sounds, but I'm never like changing the whole thing and being like, oh, let's create a new pattern and stuff like that. Because, you know, that's all good, of course. Like that, if that is your process, that's great. But what I've learned is just to let go of the beat that you made and just shoot it out there. Throw it out there. See what the professionals are thinking. If you have a mentor or if you have a friend that you really trust their ears, send it to them and see what they say. Take every critique not personal. Don't take the critique personal. Just take them as a learning curve, a learning experience. Right now, for tonight, I'm going to be sending these beats to my producer hub. Shout out to the Sync Producer Hub family over there. I'm gonna be sending them one of these beats to see what they think about it, if they can critique, if they can give me some more pointers on what to work with. And what I would do is just take inspiration from this beat and create something new, because this one is already made. Maybe I'll make something new, but I will also write down the pointers of how I can make this beat better and change those up. And so, you know, you start getting better. And if you get like an acceptance letter, like, hey, we love this beat, we want it, all you have to do is rinse and repeat for the next beats, you know, because the formula have worked. And that's what you need. You need a formula that works one time and then just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until you have the success that you're looking for. All right. So I think that's it for me. I really like how this beat is sitting in the background and it's not coming between me and my voice. It's not clashing with my voice. Like, I know that it has a couple of sounds and stuff like that, but I can still talk well over it. And that's what it's about, you know. Imagine that this beat might be in a podcast or something in the background, you know, and you're just listening to it in the background while you're listening also to the person that's talking to you. And that's another thing. You got to look at it as somebody in the outside. Like, if you're watching me right now and I'm doing a podcast and I have this beat in the background, what do you think? Are you being like confused? Are you wanting to listen more to the beat than my actual voice? Then all that stuff has to be taken into account, because that's what music editors and music supervisors are gonna be looking at. If you guys are here, this is the end of the stream, but I would like for you guys to come over and send me a question or let me know if this beat interests you more than what I'm saying. You know what I mean? What I want to know, if it's conflicting, you know, if the beat is conflicting with my voice and it doesn't let you concentrate on my voice. That's kind of what I want to know. But because if it's not, then good, you know, we can definitely use this beat for voiceover. All right. So yeah, guys, leave in the comments below whatever you think of the beat, of all 3 beats, and any questions that you have. As soon as I see the comment, I'll try to respond, okay? And lastly, remember to subscribe. Remember to like my channel, like this video, subscribe, hit the bell button. So the bell button is very important, so you guys know when I'm going live, because I always go randomly live. Maybe it's Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, one of those 3 days. I still have not finding my capabilities to actually have that consistent day. My goal is to do this every single day for you guys, and to grow this channel, enough that I can make money and dedicate myself to doing this, to teaching how to do this, and to just have fun with you guys and bring you guys entertainment and knowledge. All right, so thank you so much to anybody who was here. I'm gonna go check out what's going on over here on Instagram. I see a lot of people coming in and stuff, but nobody's talking, and that's good. That's okay. You know, I'm not really talking on the Instagram, but yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I hope you like this video, and I hope that you have a tremendous weekend. All right.